Hello, hello. What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I am here to talk about and review Split. Split is a 2017 film that was directed by M. Night Shyamalan, and the plot is we meet these three girls, Casey, Claire, and Marcia. They're teenage girls. One of them, it's their birthday, so they're celebrating. Their dad is about to drive them home until James McAvoy, who plays Kevin, kidnaps them and brings them to this abandoned area, and they're held captive. And as these girls realize very quickly, Kevin has split personalities. He has this disorder where he has like 23 personalities, 23 different sorts of identities who interact with them. Some want to hurt them, but others actually want to protect them. It's a weird situation, and they all try to figure a way out and survive. Now, what I thought of Split was I actually really enjoyed this movie, and I'm a little surprised because, for one reason, it's M. Night Shyamalan. And man, oh man, do I want to do just a marathon of watching and reviewing his movies, because he has some of the most interesting filmographies probably ever, where his career started off so promising. He made some, not just good movies, but I think really good to great movies, and then had the biggest drop-off of any director I've ever seen.
What? No!
Just shit after shit after shit. Some people like The Visit. I enjoyed The Visit just fine, but I think this was the real test. This was the real thing to not only see if he can do maybe a back-to-back decent to good movie, or just a movie where, I saw the trailer and thought, this looks stupid. I honestly thought it looked stupid, but again, for some reason, I feel like this guy does have some talent, does have some writing capabilities. So I went into it not sure what to expect, and I ended up really enjoying it. One reason is because of James McAvoy. I think is fantastic as not only the character Kevin, but more so these different personalities. The personality you probably see the most is Dennis. Dennis is the one who kidnaps the girls, who seems to be in control most of the time. In fact, Dennis, he has this therapist that he sees, and she's trying to help him, but I don't think she quite knows just how bad these personalities are, or how dangerous they are. She has sessions with him, and certain personalities will email her late at night to try to almost ask for help, and then Dennis has to come in and clean up for it. There's some scenes of him coming in to meet with her, and Dennis is pretending to be other personalities like Barry or just other people and it's very weird, some of those scenes. But it's more so James McAvoy's acting. It's how he portrays these different characters and how he is. Some scenes he's going from character to character in the same moment, and he changes the way he talks, his presence, his stance. He really put a lot into this performance. Just the range that he's able to go through and the psychosis of the character. He plays Miss Patricia, who's obviously a woman, and she kind of cares for the girls in certain ways. Barry, like I said, but there's another character, Hedrick, and this personality is a 9-year-old kid. And that's where James McAvoy is able to be a little comedic, a little goofy, and it's funny to be in the theater with an audience who's watching this, and I think for the most part they're creeped out. It's just really an uneasy movie, especially the scene where they do get abducted, and the scenes where he is being aggressive with them as they're locked away. And there's certain scenes that are disturbing to watch, but then there's a scene where he's this little boy personality, and it's actually kind of funny some moments. You have Claire and Marcia, like I said, two pretty girls. They're young, a little naive, and they're terrifying. They're screaming and crying at points and desperate to get out, which is fairly normal, how normal girls would react in a situation like this. But you have Casey, who's played by Anya Taylor-Joy. I saw her in the movie The Witch which I didn't love the movie. I didn't care for it at all, but I thought her performance was good. And I thought she was also really good here. When she does get kidnapped, even the scene where he's taking them and putting them all to sleep, she just has this look on her face where you could see the fear, but she's not screaming, she's not crying, she's not showing her fear. You can see that she has clearly been through something traumatic herself in her past. Throughout the movie, you get flashbacks of her and just stuff that's happened to her that better explain why she is the way that she is. And I really connected to that character. I really felt for her in a way that normally movies like these wouldn't spend so much time on these female characters, or wouldn't try to make them feel different than any other final girl that you've ever seen in a horror movie or thriller movie. These personalities, like I said, it's fascinating to watch McAvoy do them, but the big buildup of the movie, and I think it's in the trailer, I won't spoil this, I promise, but there's this new personality that he's developed, a 24th personality, and it's supposed to be something really evil, really dark, really disturbing, and kind of almost supernatural. And that's the only part of the movie where I start to go like, okay. Every M. Night Shyamalan movie has a twist. So what's the twist of this movie? What is it going to be? And when you see the part where you think this is the big twist, I honestly started to go like, okay, this is stupid. This isn't really making sense. How is this happening for a movie that was pretty realistic, fairly realistic? It's going in a direction where I'm not understanding the physics of it and just how this is panning out. But then there's another scene, and I promise no spoilers, but the very last scene of this movie just made this film not only smarter, but made me buy into what I was just watching beforehand. It made me go like, wow, if this is what you're doing with this movie, then I'm on board. I actually really appreciated what they did here. I almost like want to rewatch the movie because I feel like I'm going to love it after a while. I think more rewatching, like this movie was really good. A huge surprise, something that I almost thought I'd never say from M. Night Shyamalan, that he produced a really good movie. I highly recommend you guys go see Split if you haven't already. I'm going to give this movie, this might be a little premature, maybe it's a little too high, but the way I feel about it right now, I'm going to say a full price. Yes, I'm giving an M. Night Shyamalan movie in 2017 a full price. That's how strong I think this movie is, especially for people who might appreciate this twist as much as I did. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you did see the movie. What did you think of it? Did you like it as much as I did? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!